Conservative new media viewers, JLin fans around the world, Charlotte Hornets fans around the world, what's up? It's me, PFA, Paul F. Villarreal, the NBA expert. We're here to discuss Charlotte's 95-92 defeat tonight to the Denver Nuggets in Denver, Colorado. With the loss, the Hornets dropped to 17-20 on the season. They have now lost 7 games in a row, which I believe is the longest current losing streak in the NBA. What happened in this game was that the Hornets were on a second night of a back-to-back, and they actually played fairly well down the stretch, better than I thought they might play. However, they didn't shoot the ball well enough, and honestly, I thought they just kind of ran out of gas a little bit in the second half, even though they did manage to outscore Denver in the fourth quarter, which is that's pretty good accomplishment in Denver on the second night of a back-to-back. But I just thought that they played a good first half. They went into halftime with the lead, and then what typically happens in Denver is you wear down in the second half, particularly when you're playing on the second night of a back-to-back. And that happens because you're playing at altitude, and the Nuggets are used to that, and you're not used to it. And they know that, which is why they run a lot, and they intend and hope to wear you down as the game goes on, particularly for teams that are playing the second game in 2 nights, which is what was happening with Charlotte tonight. It's an unfortunate part of the schedule, but it happens. It's the only time that Charlotte will face this situation of playing at altitude on the second night of a back-to-back all season. So I guess we just had to get it out of the way tonight. But it's unfortunate timing. The team actually really did well down the stretch. They made like a 7-0 run. They had a chance at the very end of the game to tie the game and send it into overtime. They were not able to do that. But that's the way it goes. The only 2 players on the team actually 3 players who shot the ball well were Marvin Williams, Cody Zeller, and Jeremy Lamb. Everybody else had an off-shooting night. Kemba Walker didn't shoot well. Frank Kaminsky didn't shoot well. Jeremy didn't shoot well. PJ Hairston didn't shoot well. And I just thought guys were a little bit tired. But they put out a lot of effort, and that was good to see. Jeremy finished the night with 2 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists in 24 minutes played. He shot 0 of 9 from the field, including 0 of 5 from three-point range, 2 of 4 free throw attempts, no steals, 1 block shot, 2 turnovers, 2 personal fouls, and his plus-minus was a +0. Now, there are 4 things that happened to Jeremy tonight, or there were 4 factors that went into this performance of the 0 for 9 and this type of thing. And I should also mention that Jeremy Lamb finished the game rather than JLin, which certainly has not been the case lately. However, I'll explain that or what I think was going on there in just a second. So let's talk about these 4 factors that happened to Jeremy tonight. Number 1, his ankle isn't all the way healed. I think his ankle was slowing him down a little bit, and that could be affecting his jump shot because, of course, the legs are an important part of your jump shot. Number 2, he's on the second night of a back-to-back. Number 3, they're playing at altitude, which wears you down even more. Number 4, Jeremy played 41 minutes in yesterday's game against the Los Angeles Clippers. So he was particularly tired. He played more minutes than anybody else on the Hornets yesterday. And I just think when you combine that with the other factors of the bad ankle, the back-to-back, and playing at altitude, I just think Jeremy was off tonight. The same way that Kemba was off with his shot and Frank Kaminsky was off with his shot. I actually felt bad for Frank because he played really well in the first half. He was a big spark for the Hornets. And then he just kind of faded in the second half. And it could have been fatigue. He fell into the same issues that he's had before, which is missing layups. And he got benched down the stretch also. But I think this is just an aberration game for Jeremy in terms of shooting. I don't think it's a big deal. What I liked about Jeremy in this game is actually a lot I liked about him in this game. Number one, he played the game. He was questionable to play in this game, and he did play it. So he kind of toughed it out and gritted it out for the team. He's trying to help the team end the losing streak. That's a good. Number two, he played with a lot of intensity. He played very hard in this game. And if you listen to Jeremy's post-game interview after yesterday's game, he said, look, if we keep playing hard, we're probably going to be all right. And Jeremy played very hard in this game. He put a lot of effort in this game. So I like that. The third thing I liked about Jeremy in this game was he played loose. Even though he missed shots, he kept taking shots, and he shot with no hesitation. That's really good to see. That says to me that Jeremy's feeling comfortable. You got to keep shooting. You have to take open shots. And the more loose you are, the better you're going to perform. Like I said, I think everything caught up to Jeremy tonight. The ankle, the back-to-back, the heavy minutes, etc. That's what I think happened to him tonight. Look, he's going to have to continue to work on his jump shot, get it more and more consistent. But tonight it's just one of those nights. And Jeremy played excellent defense in this game. He had some really nice defensive moments. He increased the pace of the game when he was in the game. He really picked up the tempo for the Hornets. So I thought he played as hard as he could. I thought he played well. He just couldn't hit a shot tonight. But he did everything else pretty darn good. So I'm really, I wish the team would have won, but I'm satisfied with how the team performed, and I'm satisfied with how Jeremy performed. It's a difficult situation to play in Denver on a back-to-back. It's just, everybody knows that. That's just one of the truisms in the league. And now I thought that the team handled it pretty well. They definitely wanted to win, and they tried as hard as they could to win. So we have to take the loss and move on to the next game. And that's how I'm feeling about it. There's nothing, I don't want to overanalyze it. It's like the Clippers game yesterday was an afternoon game. Teams don't usually play afternoon games. They play at night. And so when you play in the afternoon, sometimes you'll get really ragged, poor offensive games. And it's just, you expect it because guys they're just not prepared to play at that time. And their body is not used to playing at that time. So you get things out of sync. And that's the same type of thing with playing at Denver on a second night of a back-to-back. You kind of get like an aberration environment. So that's why I don't want to spend too much time analyzing it or breaking it down. I just think, guys, you could see a lot of the shots were short. Guys looked tired. Legs weren't there. And it's just, it happens. This type of thing happens a lot. You see this type of game a lot when in this circumstance when teams are playing in Denver. So, with that being said, let's talk about the next game. The good thing for the team is that they now have 2 days off. So they can get some rest, go home, get some practice time in, and the next game will take place on Wednesday, January 13th, here in the United States, against the Atlanta Hawks. The game will take place in Charlotte, North Carolina, and it will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday, January 13th. That means the game will take place on Thursday, January 14th at 8 a.m. in China and in Taiwan as well. Look, the team needs to win. Atlanta's a good team. It's not going to be an easy game. Atlanta's not an overpowering team, but they're a good team. It's not going to be easy, but I think that you will see a very focused, motivated Charlotte team on that night. They've got to start winning games again, and they know it. They did put out a lot of effort tonight and yesterday afternoon. Just didn't result in the W. But I think we're going to see a good effort on this upcoming Wednesday, and I'm looking forward to that game. And look, again, like I said, it's too bad Jeremy's percentages and his PER are going to go down from this game, but this doesn't mean anything. And I will say also, Jeremy Lamb finishing the game, I don't think that means anything either. Look, Jeremy Lamb he's a good offensive player. He's been playing pretty darn well on offense. I don't think that this is some change of direction for Steve Clifford, though, however, in terms of Jeremy Lin being more of the sixth man and kind of having that role. I could be wrong, but I don't think that's what it is. I think Steve Clifford knew Jeremy Lin was tired. His shot was off. His ankle was probably bugging him. Jeremy Lamb was making shots, so you play him. And that's. I just think it's you never know, but I think this was more of a one-time thing than any change of direction for Steve Clifford. That's my guess about it anyways. So that is it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, your comments below. I'm just going to keep this short tonight. Thanks to Gary Chen for the artwork you're looking at right now. Gary is a member of the Jeremy Only Lin Garden Fan Club, which is headquartered in Taiwan. You can learn more about Gary and the fan club by following the links in the video description below the video player. Also in the video description, you will find information for highlights about this game. Finally, in the video description, you will find information about how you can join the Conservative New Media Facebook group and how you can come and follow us on Twitter as well. Once again, I'm PFV Paulette Villarreal, the NBA expert. Thanks a lot for watching Conservative New Media. We strive to be the #1 Jeremy Lin YouTube fan channel. Yep, just file this one away. Let's just move on. It's unfortunate that the team is 3 games under 500. Things looked so good and so promising earlier, but injuries have happened. When teams without Al Jefferson, they've been missing Nick Batum for the last 5 or so games. The good thing is that the season isn't even half over. We're still a game or 2 away. Actually, no, we're 4 games away from being halfway through the season, which is game number 41. So there's still plenty of time to kind of turn things around and fix things. The team is not that far out of it in the Eastern Conference. Even though the East is better this year than it was last year, they're still not too far out of the playoff picture. So we just got to kind of tune things up, fix things up, and hopefully get right back into that position. Okay, I hope you're having a great night or great day wherever you are around the world when you watch this video. Take care. We will talk to you again soon. Certainly, we're looking forward to that game this upcoming Wednesday against Atlanta. And hopefully we can finally get a win, get back to the woo, and just kind of put the losing streak behind us. Till then, take care, and looking forward to the game against the Atlanta Hawks.